Hey everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Red Hat, and me, Banshee. Welcome to the show.
And we got a lot of purple in our
We
set.
do today. What's up with that, Mr. O?
I
I
don't
like
know.
it.
Burp and pain. Purple rain.
Purple rain. I like it. It's very nice. And for some reason, this is a nice match for it. I am using the Mystical Journey Oracle for our card for the collective.
Righty.
So I hope everybody is doing well. Hey, good to see everybody jumping in here early. You're the smart ones. You know you'll get a reading. All right. So let's see what we have for the collective today with this. We had a lot of rain last night. We certainly needed it. It made me sleep like a baby.
No leaking in the basement. Very nice.
Best part of it. All right.
Yes, you do, Mr. Maurice.
Well, these are, I believe, always read upright, but I'm not sure. This is energy shift. I'll show it upright, but I'll need my book, Mr. O. What number is on there, if any?
12.
12, okay. Ooh. Okay, there is no reversed. Okay, good. So energy shift, huh? This card appears when you need to pay more attention to the energy you are giving out and to the energetic environment around you. If you concentrate, you can become aware of the people who drain your energy, the energy vampires. We all know there are some out there. These are the people who leave you feeling tired and depressed. Guard against those who would bring you down or are jealous of your achievements. Choosing instead to spend time with people who make you feel good about yourself and who uplift your spirits. Feel the energy shift, when you do. If you do find yourself in negative situations, and this can sometimes be unavoidable, learn to transmute the energy. Any detrimental thoughts directed towards you that are designed to hurt can be transformed into a harmless exchange. You have the choice. You can retaliate and create worse feelings, or you can transmute the energy. Oh, doesn't that sound like the swifting of energy spell?
It does in a way.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Transmutation can be achieved by filtering undesirable energy through a shield of healing blue light, one that you have visualized and created. Call upon your angels and guides to assist you with this task. Calm your mind and imagine it is a serene lake, creating in the process a state of peace and relaxation. Imagine the blue healing light going from the bottom of your feet and out the top of your head, filling you with beautiful energy. This action will transmute the harmful into the harmless. Know that you have the power to bring positive change into your environment. Repeat the following mantra. The internal world reflects the outside world when I am at peace. My world is at peace. And that's just gorgeous. Beautiful statement here. We can allow people to get under our skin, and hey, we do. But the thing is, if you can take that energy and transmute it into something more positive, and also, let's face facts here, we don't need others to validate our existence. We just need to validate ourselves to ourselves. And if you are feeling good within, you're not going to let the naysayers bother you, So there's always going to be some. And in this world today, we see a lot of that, don't we, Mr. O? And so there's a spell we used to do where you would take anger and upset and you would transmute that energy into positive white light energy that you can use. It's really powerful working because it's really working on an internal level with you, and you really do feel that shift. And so feel that shift, do something, whatever it is, to kind of emulate that. Sometimes it's just a matter of being in your shower and showering off all that negativity, washing it away. You don't need it. You don't need other people's dramas. You just need to feel good within. That's what we have. What?
The swifting of energies is on our YouTube channel. We are given permission to use it by Dorothy Morrison, who originated it. So you can check that out. I'm not sure where, but it's in a playlist. And it's very important to do that.
It's important to do something that does that.
If you need that kind of shift.
We carry a lot of unnecessary energy with us. And, the most important thing is to surround you with the positive energy, which I hope is why Victoria showed up.
Hey, Victoria.
Hope we give you good energy, Victoria, and everybody here, everybody who's shown up here.
And I see Tidal Wave has dropped in and left us a question. We'll get to that. And Mama T has also dropped in. Hey, Mama T.
Another person we want to send positive vibes to.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Mama T.
Alrighty.
All right. Did you give me that back? And I put it back and I don't remember? Yes.
Gave it back.
Okay. Well, we're off to a crazy start. All right, hey. Will we be living in our car? Well, I certainly hope not, Mama T. I certainly hope not. All right. We will get to that, of course. Of course we will. All right, let's move on. Let's get the show on the road. And I believe we're starting with the cell. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to keep anybody waiting.
No, we wouldn't want to do that.
Sorry, doing chair yoga. What?
Okay, there's a Sal's question. And I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses for that.
Okay. And I've got these.
And then I'll figure out what to do with this one.
Okay, what should you take away from it? I like that question, Estelle.
How do you want to do that?
3 cards.
All right.
I know why you said that, but my reading would work, but let's do 3.
Working around the Sun Man.
Well, that's interesting.
So, card 1, Estelle, is the Queen of Wands.
Upright?
Upright.
Oh.
Thank you, Sunny. And then card 2 is the Seven of Cups upright. And card 3 is the Emperor upright. So that's quite interesting. And of course, this is our best.
All positive
view.
cards. And when you see the Lenormand 2, Estelle, this might surprise you because I know, this relationship, the way it all turned out, has laid you pretty low. But these are all positive cards. So what are we going to make of this?
And the birds. Well, so you ask, was it given to you to have this relationship? Like, was it some sort of fate or destiny or a karmic experience that you needed to learn something or experience for some karmic reason? And the first card is that Queen of Wands, and maybe this is saying that there was growth here for you by being in this relationship. Maybe this relationship caused you to kind of mature into a more clever or courageous or strong person. If not exactly when it happened, perhaps since then, as you've moved forward from it. So then we have the Seven of Cups, and it's positively linked towards the idea of saying the idea, maybe what came from this, what was given to you, is also the idea that you do have other choices. So maybe it is possible that you needed to understand from that maybe the takeaway is Albeck was never going to be the one. He could have been possibly the one, but the Seven of Cups sort of indicates a lot of change, a lot of choices that maybe have different pulls on your heart or wherever.
That last card's a Hierophant, right? Not the Emperor.
Yes.
Okay.
The Hierophant. Did I say the
Yeah,
Emperor?
you did.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It is the Hierophant. And of course, the Hierophant talks about a sense of, society, convention, cultural traditions that seem to be more favored. So with this card, the final idea of the takeaway perhaps is that you do feel that to some degree you realize you have to work within your societal representation, that the way some things work culturally for you, you can't necessarily move beyond that. And of course I could be talking about how marriage traditions differ in your country from, say, America or something like that. I guess what that's sort of getting from is that you have a sense of being bound by that. All right, I'm done.
Well, I'm looking at this quite a bit differently, I think, Asal. It's interesting, though, all of these cards, and considering everything we can see, that you have gone through with this relationship, over time as we've explored this with you, I think that the Queen of Wands is here to say, all these cards are here to say one thing, you deserve happiness in your marriage. You deserve something. You were sent this to show you that, you need to be, with the Seven of Cups there, maybe a little bit, this happened to you because you need to make better choices. You need to make better selections, that there are more options out there that will uplift you. I think the Queen of Wands is here to say that, you deserve a relationship and you didn't get it here. I feel like in this relationship, you were not seen, or you've left it feeling kind of like people did not think well of you, right? But there's that Queen of Wands to say, you are that person that they didn't see. And, the Seven of Cups is here to say that, this was a choice you made out of the many choices possibly that still exist out there, but that there are better ones. And really, I don't know why, when I see the Hierophant here, I really think this is saying you were handed this relationship because you had to realize that maybe, there's a better bonding out there for you, that there's another situation out there for you. And why am I saying that? Because I see the Lenormand here, and the Lenormand is saying there is success out there with you in making connections with others. And maybe this relationship was given to you to realize that, something that seems so easy that you might be able to fall right into, that you think is so perfect, is not, and that you have to maybe go out there, and this relationship was given to you for you to be strong enough, to trust yourself enough to track the right connections towards you.
I like that so much. That's very good. I can't really add too much to that. I do feel this was very accurate, more so on your part. And I think that's, for me, the takeaway is the Hierophant says you are better prepared for the eventual marriage you will have.
Hierophant is a card of marriage, and I thought to myself, well, you've already been in a really tight relationship that did not work out, and I feel that's leading towards the Sun. The Sun is also a card of kind of like a marriage or a consummation where, everything seems like happy ever after, and I feel that's out there with the connections and choices that you will still have before you. And I just think that's what it is, that this is more future-based reading in a way. You were sent this person to teach you, sometimes a sure thing is not a sure thing, and sometimes we have to seek beyond that, beyond what we feel is the love of our life, to find our true passion.
All right.
I hope that makes sense, because that's, I don't know, my mind just boom, boom, boom right away on that. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
Hey, Angel Rivera.
Hi, Angel.
See you.
And Mr. Maurice is up, I think, right?
Mr. M is up. Hey there. I saw what you said earlier, Mr. M, so you just want to see what changes.
And they've reposted that too, in a way, so there it is.
And I like that. It's not a bother at all. I think if we check in on your finances at least once a week to see if anything has changed, that's
there's
okay.
no problem. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so let's see what's up with that.
All right, so I will have the Lenormand. And you're
And
welcome
I will
to
try
sell.
not to drop my cards in my tea. I've got all kinds of stuff here today. I've got grapes. I've got white tea. I've got, is it lemon water or lime water? I think it's lime water.
So, as always, we want to thank our moderator, Violet Lotus.
Yay!
Helping keep our list organized and everything else. We could not do it without you.
Which is pretty crazy sometimes.
Earlier today, we had the Banshee's Material Matters, which is our recorded show, but we are live in the chat room to kind of further illuminate the reading. Banshee does a wonderful job with that.
Thank you.
So check that out, please. Give us a like.
I always have fun in the chat, talking to people before the readings, enhancing the readings a little bit with some chat, and it's fun. Fun times. And, you know, I can at least chat with people more than sometimes we can do on this show.
This is true.
Well, Mr. M, this is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is upright. Ten of Swords is up. Oh, Ten of Cups is upright.
Oh.
Which is much better than what I first said. And then we have, it's the Magician reversed.
Huh.
What do you got?
A book. And the anchor. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. I just think in these next 4 weeks, I don't see much change yet, but let's put it this way. I don't see anything drastically going bad, going south, you know. I think, you know, with the anchor there, it's kind of status quo. But there's something here with the King of Swords. It's almost as if maybe this is a time to really try to direct your energy in a particular way. And maybe it has to do with others in some way. The Ten of Cups is here. I don't know, there's so many ways I could look at the Ten of Cups, but for some reason I was thinking of collaborations or partnerships, or at least finding a place that's better, finding some situation that better can help you achieve your financial goals. And with the Magician reversed, it's saying here that maybe something's missing, Mr. M. You know, maybe you just don't have all the right ingredients in place for a shift to really occur right now. Is it you need some more education or study? You know, we have the book there that makes me wonder. Or is the book there because you really need to anchor yourself now into figuring out what it is you need to have more financial security in your life?
Well, some of this is kind of murky for me. I'm not exactly sure I'm getting a clear picture. I find, you know, the King of Swords is generally good, sort of speaking about the idea that you may be facing a decision. It may not necessarily be about your path, but it may be a decision you have to make. And it is likely that this decision might involve other people and ultimately their happiness or their connection with you. So that's coming from the Ten of Cups. So it may be saying, too, that, you know, this may be saying you doubt some of the ability to wisely decide this or to fully implement some of this. So therefore, this is the part where I think it goes more towards your question that maybe this decision, as it involves situations that are either other people's happiness or things that bring you happiness, your sense of unconditional happiness, are tempered by your ability to wisely understand some things that maybe you're not getting. And so I think the idea of maybe further knowledge needed to happen. And I don't know that this is about advancing your financial interest through new skills or learning. It could be that, but I don't feel it's that. I think it's more about just finding out some things, maybe just understanding protocols or ways to direct yourself or pathways that you have to follow in order to get there. It's not about learning something new, but it's about knowing how to get there. Who are the people you need to know, or the forms you have to fill out, or that kind of thing. So I'm thinking that this is just saying you'll need to figure that out, and maybe somewhere along the way, interactions with others will bring you that sense of happiness. Maybe somebody actually has some of this information for you and you just didn't realize it for some reason.
Hey, Divine. Hey, May.
Hi, Divine. Hi, May.
Just wanted to add that in. And, that Mr. M, there is... With the king, we have to remember the king is very analytical. The king is a thinker. So it's really time to think, what needs completion here? There's something that could have a happy ending, and I see that Ten of Cups as well, that things could... You might be able to make some changes or modifications that could improve stuff. What is it that's needed? You're really going to have to work on figuring it out. And maybe it will take talking to others, talking to the right people in order to do that. That's why I also brought up the possible collaborations here, I think. And God, what's that last card again? I'm forgetting.
Magician reversed.
The what reverse?
Magician.
The Magician reverse, that's right. Because something seems like, you feel like you just either lack the confidence, the determination, the will to carry something through, or, like I said, some ingredient is missing. It's just the way I'm looking at it here, and it could be This is a time, these 4 weeks are a time to try to really anchor yourself in sorting this out.
Good point.
We tarot readers may only be able to tell you so much there, but I do feel like something is missing or you need to really think about, and maybe then you'll be able to move forward in a better direction.
Good luck.
Yeah, for you. Good luck with that. All right, Moon and Stars is up. We'll add a few more people. I'm watching it, Violet. I'm double checking my list, though. I may have missed a person here and there. So when I'm doing my count...
Hi, Sherry.
Hi, Sherry.
You're
Let's
one of the
add
few.
Sherry. But we're getting close to the bottom now. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, a general for Moon and Stars. Wonderful. I'm going to use my Tarot of the Animal Lords. And you are welcome, Mr. Maurice.
Hey, you are very welcome, Mr. M. Good luck. Good luck with this. Let's hope something starts to shift. Hey, or become clearer. I was going to say, Violet, 2 more people. Really, that's it. 2 more and we're done.
Moon and Stars, we got that general reading.
All right. Thank you. You were silly playing with my wand, son man.
With, of course, the caveat of our usual judgment call, Violet.
Okay, we might wiggle, but with 2 more, we'll be at 20 readings today, so it gets kind of hard.
True enough.
Ooh.
All right, and you're welcome, Moon and Stars. Here we go. So your first card is the 9 of Cups, and it's upright, 9 of Chalices. And as I said, this is the Tarot of the Animal Lords. So I think it's a cute little deck. Our next card is the reversed Queen of Swords. And she's a female praying mantis, so we know what happens. Kind of interesting. And then finally, our final card is the reversed 3 of Pentacles.
Uh-oh. Well, thank goodness for this, then.
So we got a bit of Clover from the Lenormand. And the Fox.
Seems like there's a work vibe here, Moon and Stars, maybe. I'm not sure. Or goal-oriented. Goal and project-oriented. It seems as though with the 9 of Cups being your first card upright, it's as if, your wish or your desires are within reach, It's almost like you could taste it, whether you think so or not right now. But, a lot is going to depend on the moves you make, the decisions you make. Don't hesitate when opportunities for growth or advancement of your goals or dreams comes along. Run with it. I feel here, you could miss an opportunity maybe by not seeing it for what it is. That's a possibility here. I also think, too, that, there may be or maybe the problem lies in trying to get others to see you for who you really are here. The three of, or for what you really bring to the table. The Three of Pentacles is here, and it kind of makes me feel reversed that people are not recognizing your talents and abilities the way you feel they should. And maybe in a sense, that's where that Queen of Swords comes in too. What do you think about that?
Well, Moon and Stars, I think you are vibrating to your wish or a dream or hope. So there's a lot of energy you're putting there that makes that manifestation maybe more possible. But having said that, there is the Queen of Swords reversed, and so that could indicate that if there are certain decisions to be made, you may have to make them in a way that others will perceive as selfish or harsh, but it's really for yourself.
I like that too.
So you sort of have to just go with that. And when you think about it, the representation is a praying mantis, possibly a female one, and we know what happens with them. And so I'm thinking this is just saying no regrets. When it's reversed, it's saying no regrets. Lop off the heads of those who you need to after enjoying something, whatever, being innuendoous there. But I think I agree with Banshee, though, with saying, too, that this does involve maybe cutting your losses to some degree with people that maybe you thought were working with you better, and maybe you realize they don't have some of your interest, or they were not able to really adequately assist you or give you something.
I really like that. And, as I sat here and I pondered that card a little bit more, I was thinking to myself, sometimes we just aren't working with the right people. And in order to achieve this dream and goal that you desire, maybe it's true. Maybe some tough decisions have to be made right now. And you need to find the right people or tribe or situation that really fits you. And I feel like there's good news in that regard here because the Clover is here. Not only do you have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card in the tarot, you have the Clover. And the Clover is good luck, timing, and synchronicity. And the Fox is here to say, if you make the right moves at the right time, whether this is with employment or whether this is with, following your dreams and goals, you will get lucky,
Thanks, Violet, for telling Sherry that. That's true, Sherry. You could just leave your question and we'll get to that. I like what you said there, and lopping off the head, Kara, thank you. But I'm almost wondering now, like with the presence, this Clover really accentuates the idea of the energy around your dream of manifestation, saying you really have something that you can possibly put energy into. And I'm wondering with the idea that maybe not everyone is cooperative or does also indicate, though, that there is someone there who maybe is. And so some of this process of ferreting out or deciding things, maybe finding the one honest partner who can help you or at least contribute something to your understanding or knowledge of the situation. What?
It's raining.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I thought I heard a little thunder.
I'm going to take a peeky.
Oh, it's not that bad.
You can...
Okay, I'll keep going. He's worries about our basement. Thankfully, maybe our basement is doing better. They may have done something that has helped.
It's really pouring.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Oh.
We need the rain.
I know. We don't need it in our basement.
But at any rate, I like the way this is headed. It looks like you're heading into a very fortuitous time, Moon and Stars. So use that energy. Keep that vibe alive, because I think this is really positive for you for some forward progress.
I hope that was a good reading for you, because I kind of liked it. I thought it was very interesting.
Absolutely.
All righty.
And it's Aaliyah, right? I think, or is it Angel Mary? Let's see. Aaliyah. Hey,
All
Aaliyah.
right. You're welcome,
So
Moon
you
and
didn't go to the concert after all. I hope it was a good choice. I hope you're not going to be angry at us now. Ooh. Well,
Yeah, it's quite
I'll tell
the
you what,
flooding here,
Angel
Angel.
Rivera, we are now over our limit for rain. We were way down, and now we're over. But the thing is that I feel like let it fall, because I don't know what the rest of the summer is going to bring. I heard it was supposed to be a drier than average summer in our parts, so I'm really grateful this is coming.
All right. And so Aaliyah asks if she may be getting a new job soon.
All right,
Good question.
it is.
3 cards or yes or no?
Let's do 3.
All righty. Yeah, I'm a little paranoid, so at one point I might briefly run downstairs and take a look at things.
I think we've been doing pretty good, though.
Where's the wood? Oh, wait, here
But
it
maybe
is.
we haven't had the total test we need on the basement yet to make sure it is, because we really want to redo our basement, but we've been hesitant because there's been some minor water leakages. But I
Right.
think it seems like it's been much better.
Yeah, I mean, this is the going into the second year or
Uh-huh.
moving through the second year where it seems like nothing much has happened. I'm a cynic and a doubtful one.
It's all right. It pays to be, watchful. Oh. And power goes out. Oh no. Sheesh. All right, so we have the Hanged Man reversed, but we have the Sun upright. Look at that.
Aw, meerkat.
Dang! And the Six of Swords reversed. This is so weird. This is so weird. On the one hand, the Hanged Man is coming off his tree, and on the other hand, the Six of Swords is making you stand still, and it's reversed. Go figure.
And in Lenormand, we get the birds. It is for the birds sometimes. But we also get the ring.
All right. Well, okay. It seems like you're in kind of a flux right now,
Yeah.
You want something to happen. You're ready for moving on now. You have come down from the tree of just thinking about it, so to speak, and deciding what you need, and you want to do something about it. But it seems as though there's still some blockages.
Well, is it possible that maybe, although you want to advance forward, you still really sort of want to stay with what you were doing or something about where you were at that still has a hold on you? Like to some degree, there is a business there that's not quite finished. Maybe it's just people that you don't want to totally lose, or maybe there's something else tangible there that you want.
And I feel right there, it's funny, the way you have this set up, because this is exactly how I want to read it.
Okay.
Because I want to say that what the cards are saying, Aaliyah, is that success will come to you, but you really have to commit to networking now, or getting, keep
yeah.
applying. And my advice to you is to go for the things that you really want, that you really desire right now, that will give you that sense of, this is where I want to be for a while.
So,
not just a job for a job's sake.
So maybe the networking was something or someone from the recent past, or somewhere that maybe you thought you were moving from. Like maybe there's a connection in your networking profile that would be helpful to you, that you should just remember.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's just
saying.
a feeling
For
I got.
some reason, I'm not seeing a connection with these two cards.
Okay.
For some reason, I think these two cards are connected. These two, that the Hangman says, it's time for me to move to something. You know, you've been looking at this long and hard. You've been trying to get perspective on what it is you want, but yet you're blocked in some way. And why? Because are you changing jobs for the right reasons, maybe is a question to ask. Are you just changing jobs, because you don't like the atmosphere and where you're moving to, you're hoping, or want to move to, you're hoping it'll be a little bit better and accommodating, but it's not truly what you want. And I think what this is saying here, you need to apply yourself more towards and making a commitment towards lasting success now. Something that you can really work with for a while. And, it doesn't have to be forever job. I moved around a lot in my life, but it's got to be something that you feel like really you're committed to for a while.
So it kind of looks like it's not necessarily very soon or very far. A lot of this may depend really on some things you can find that you can use. It's like anything. It's networking, really. Networking is what it's always about.
Soon, Aaliyah, but what I would say to you is that you have to do more networking in order to get it. You're really going to have to put yourself out there more. And it might be possible, but I don't know. Let's dare ourselves here and see what the timing cards have to say.
The timing cards.
Because they could say 10 years from now, and I know it's not going to take you that long.
No, of course not.
Really, I have to tell you, Aaliyah, it seems like a blockage has to be removed before it'll happen.
Oh, dear. Within 3 weeks. Is that soon enough? And then, of course, it's in between these two.
What does that say?
Ask again with confidence and certainty of what you want. Time frame is within 4 months.
So anywhere from 3 weeks to 4 months, things are looking more opportune as far as getting a job goes. So, like I said, there seems like something is blocking that right now. And until whatever it is can, be fixed, it's going to stay there. And I think success is possible. But, you really need to commit to getting out there and pounding the pavement more, I guess. Maybe you feel you have been, but, you might have to do a little more of that. Focus on that. So good luck with that.
Good to see you again.
Well, I'm glad it didn't say 4 years.
Yeah, totally.
Then I'd have to do a little spinner thinking about it. Usually the truth lies somewhere in between. But considering the cards I've seen there, I think it's realistic to say it's going to be at least a few weeks yet to possibly a few months. Hey, you are welcome. Okay, who are we on? Okay, it's Angel Mary's turn. And I saw a question posted. Yes, was Taufik's wife the one who spoke badly about me and was the reason for my disagreement with her husband? Okay. Well, that one we might be able to do a yes-no on to see what's going on there. That's pretty specific. Is it my deck or?
It's my deck.
Ah, okay.
What question?
The question is, was Taufik's wife the one who spoke badly about me and was the reason for the disagreement with her husband? So I figured a yes-no for that one.
Okay. I'm going to use my Arthurian.
And I see Sunlight has arrived. We can
Are we probably
definitely
closing the
add
list then?
Sunlight to the list. It's a long list, so hang in there with us.
That's probably the last one, right?
I think I said 2 after Sherry, didn't I?
We should just end it here.
Whoa, now he wants to end it, see?
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I'd say possibly one more. So we do longer readings on this show, so we only read for X amount of people, is all we can fit in. Okay, and hang in there.
I don't see the question.
Oh, it's Violet posted it. Angel Mary's next, and Angel M's question was Taufik's
There it
wife,
is.
the one who spoke badly about me and was the reason for my disagreement with her husband. It's right. Not
I
that
see it
far
now.
off.
I see it
Okay.
now. I said I saw it. too.
Okay. Then get going.
I'm ready. Are you?
I'm eating grapes.
Yeah. We'll get
You
going.
want a grape?
I
No.
want a grape day. So you said yes or no, right?
I did. Twice. All right, let's add Flower Beauty and we'll close the list, Violet.
I just want to make sure I didn't pull an ace in here. But I didn't think I did. Nope. Okay, so the answer is leaning towards no, because we only have one ace. We do have the Eight of Swords upright, and we do have the Six of Cups reversed. And you?
Oh, well, I'm thinking.
Oh, that's right, you were ready.
I wasn't ready because I'm processing here. I was already trying to process your reading because I saw that Eight of Swords. Hold on, I need to see something here. Okay, here, I have the whip. I have the clouds. All right. Not sure it is that person's, you said mother, right? I think, or wait. Tawik's wife. Okay, wife. I think it's leaning towards no. It's not a definite no. I will say this. It might be somebody who definitely wanted to marginalize you in some way and make you feel like, you feel bad. I think this Eight of Swords is here upright. What is this one, Mr. O, again?
The Six of Cups reversed.
Yes, the Six of Cups reversed. I wonder if this is somebody possibly who has some past connection with you, or maybe you've known for a long time. So in a sense, I don't want to say that this is a real betrayal, but that it seems like somebody who has known you. This may not necessarily be somebody you were friends with, There's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this, though. This, what I feel was a bit of an aggressive move or action on this person's part.
There may be some perceptions of fragility with some of these people's perceptions or feelings, like they may tend to feel like they have no choice but to do the things they do, or maybe this makes you feel sort of like you're the one that's fragile, that you're walking on thinner shells because you don't want to upset them in some ways. I agree with Banshee. I get the feeling like maybe this is, not necessarily a close connection, but something from an established thing there. There's just some sort of relationship. And I feel that you need to make some movements beyond this, but it's still going to be a little confusing which way to go, I think. It's just not clear that there's an easy answer for your movement.
There's not an easy answer for your move forward. The reason for your disagreement with her husband. I feel here that, for all I know, I wonder if this is somebody maybe that the husband knows from his past. Maybe it's not yours. If it doesn't resonate with you, that it could be somebody you know in some way who would want to marginalize you in some way. Maybe it's somebody the husband knows. It's not it's leaning towards not being the wife.
Yeah.
And I feel here that they wanted to make you feel bad. I feel this was an aggressive action. I could combine the clouds with this 8 of Swords to make it sound like they wanted to make you feel bad, like you were stuck in a corner a little bit here, and they wanted to make you feel sad about it. I don't like that. So whoever it is, they really did have malicious intent when they did it. That's at least the way, the cards are leaning to me.
I agree.
Yeah. That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. Hey, Arcane Lady. Welcome back.
Hey there. Happy 4th of July, Libra, and to everyone, thank you. I can do without the fireworks, but today
we had some last night. It was scaring the cats.
Yeah.
They got a double whammy yesterday because there was thunder and fireworks. Oh, you're very welcome.
Good question. Good question, Arcane Lady.
And congratulations on
Congratulations, too. It's definitely a long, hard road to get a master's or any higher education, so we know what that's like, so we know that should be appreciated and congratulated.
Now, that is a yes-no question, but I'm inclined to do 3 on that one, if you are.
Is that your deck, then?
Yeah.
You're welcome, Angel Mary.
We'll do yes-no if we need to qualify it.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's got a master's, so I know that.
Okay, we have the High Priestess reversed. The Four of Wands is reversed, which is not a bad card, really. Wow, I like this. And then we have the Ace of Swords upright.
Okay, over in the Lenormand tiles, we have the Lily. And we have the Gentleman, which could be any man, any inquirer. It could be somebody.
It could be you as well.
It could be you. It could be just a person you know. It could indicate something else.
Yeah, this is... So you asked specifically about February.
Right, if you would get your certification.
Maybe, yes. The Ace of Swords is about victory here. The Ace of Swords is about the beginning, maybe a fresh start in a more, intellectual direction, which I think would mean maybe taking your certification and now moving on higher with it. I'd like to think that because this person here looks like, now we're at a point of maturation. Now we're at a point of continued growth and moving forward.
That's the Lily.
Now, the Four of Wands here says, now for certification, I feel you have to take a test, right? Is that what this is about? You have to pass a test. I feel here that you've really got to maybe do a little bit more to shore up and firm up for that. And the High Priestess here is saying, you've got to try to really avoid distractions and things that are kind of blocking you from the focus on this.
Ooh, I like that. I probably wouldn't have been able to pull that out of that, but I like that. The High Priestess does sort of indicate that there may be more than one level you need to operate on in this idea here. And so maybe that because life has to go on, there's a long time to February, you may have to do other things to keep your life going, or you have other situations to take care of.
Oh, it's a work requirement. It's a work requirement. Okay. All right. All right. We'll talk about that. Go on if you wanna, or you wanna think about it.
Yeah, it kind of blew my thought there when you had to do
Well,
that.
I think that's what it is. I
Okay.
think basically that's what it is, and it's right here in this Four of Wands. You know, when it's upright or reversed, the Four of Wands is a very positive card, right?
True that.
And so what this is saying is you're not quite there yet, but you'll get there because I feel everything else is pointing
It's an
that
evolving
way.
process.
It's an evolving, thank you. It's an evolving process, and you just have a little bit more to do. You're going to have to. Now, is there a problem with finding a place to get those work hours in? Is that what it is? Or are you, happily working towards that now?
Well, we always think tarot's a snapshot in time and that right now this is what it looks like. But if you asked again in a month, it might be more likely to be more positive or, some
I don't
variation.
think it's not positive.
Right. Well, you said maybe at first.
I did. Because when I saw this, I thought, initially too, more work has to be done here. This is a darn positive card, though. And
Yeah, it is.
If I had, maybe more certainty here, because this is about evolution, that I might have said a definite yes, but I'm still hedging a little bit. And it's because you've got to focus, and find the way to complete the work. The Four talks about establishing a foundation. Well, you've already done that by getting your degree, but there's still some more work when it's reversed that needs to be done.
Well, I think she rather addresses that with that last thought there too, that she's hoping a contract is renewed, which would give her, that experience then.
Yeah, renews
So-
the contract. So should we ask a yes, no quick?
Yeah, let's just do it real
do
quick.
it.
We're going to do our yes or no spread just for a
We're
quick
going to
down
ask
and dirty
specifically
yes or
if
no.
you're going to get it by February. And yeah, I got to be a little bit more liberal with the use of the yes, no, because sometimes that's really all we need. But it's interesting that the Four of Wands came up reversed like that. The Ace of Swords is a victory, so if that's what you really want, I almost think it's going to happen. That's why I'm so positive. Let's see. Now watch the cards throw me off with the yes, no. Be careful what you ask for sometimes, right? Right?
Right.
All right.
I was not involved in the shuffling.
No. Wow, you pulled that out on the 13th card, but it's not definite. There is some problems. So we do have the first card I drew concerned me a bit because it's the Ten of Cups reversed. And I was like, oh no, this is going to be bad. But then you've got the Ace of Cups reversed, and you have the Ace of Wands upright. So it's not going to be without worries, I feel here with the Ten of Cups reversed. But also, again, the Ten of Cups is a card of completion. And with it reversed, it's acting like there's still some little glitchy things here. So I wonder if that contract is going to be renewed or you have to try something else to get there.
Well,
or you're going to have a lot of worry about it.
I'm thinking it goes beyond maybe the situation of the job and just saying like, well, you have a home environment. I don't know what that environment is, if there are other people there. This may just cause a little bit of emotional turmoil for everybody. I have lived with a grad student, so I know, and to have other things going on in my life too, as you must have. And I know it's not an easy kettle of fish, as they say. So this is saying probably yes, but don't be surprised if there is some amount of emotional turmoil or, situations going on. I don't think this is saying if you're married, you're going to divorce, or your children are going to leave you, or anything like that.
I like that because it's true. I forget the fact that, there are other external pressures that might be playing in on this a little bit. So let's just say it may not be totally easy, but it looks like it's leaning towards yes. And you had that Ace of Swords in that last reading, so I'm going to go with that. I think you will get it by February. And of course, you'll have to let us know.
Yeah, we would like the feedback, absolutely. And I'm sure we'll be talking to you before then.
It's a long way off, so you're just going to have to keep coming back. No. Or come back next February.
And sorry about that, Dazzling, but we have closed the list. We got a lot to get through within this next hour.
We're on AA.
And AA did leave their question. I saw that just a little bit ago. There it is. Is a romantic union possible between the Cancer and the Capricorn? And if possible, when? So make sure you have those timing cards.
Yes, so why don't we do a yes-no?
Okay.
And then I'll have
the timing cards.
That if it is yes.
So I'm going to use my New Reformed Golden Dawn Tarot. And we will ask that as a yes or no question. Is a reunion possible with Cancer and Capricorn? You're very welcome, Arcane Lady. Best wishes, good luck, and all that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Alrighty, here we go. So we get a big maybe here. It's mostly a maybe. There is something interesting in the idea of the King of Cups, which could say that at least one of you are thinking well about this idea, or kindly or with your heart about this idea. But there's also the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is almost always considered a universal buzzkill card. It's like nothing really good comes from this card. It often denotes people who are fighting a lot or who have bitterness and enmity towards each other. So when I put it together, I get the feeling that it's a big maybe. Somebody maybe is thinking good about it, but maybe somebody else is thinking no, nothing good will come of it.
It is leaning more towards no than yes. When you have a card as contentious as the Five of Swords in there, it's really tough. I feel here with the King of Cups, though, everybody has to be really magnanimous, really open and receptive to wanting this reconciliation to happen. And with the Five of Swords there, I'm not sure. It almost seems like it's a bridge too far for one or both of you, or there just seems to be more conflict, more conflict than there is love. And I have the Garden here and the Anchor. And that's a little bit of a hard one for me to kind of put together. But what I would say here is that maybe people are anchored right now, or maybe one of you is anchored right now into like socializing more and living more of a, connecting more with others right now than really focusing on any type of reconciliation in the relationship.
It feels like somebody doesn't necessarily want to be part of a committed relationship.
Right
They're
now.
more or less committed, right now at least, they're more or less committed to the idea of sort of being a free agent as far as dating goes. They may want to casual date, they may not want to date at all, just be friends with people.
So I don't see a reason to use the timing cards because I really feel it's leaning towards no at this point. But that's not to say somewhere down the road you shouldn't ask again and we can see if it changed.
You could always ask again.
And, and then maybe if it does look like it changed, we'll try to get a time frame. But right here, right now, I have a feeling somebody's focus is elsewhere.
Yeah, that's also an idea that's going on here.
Anchored elsewhere. Well, I wish you luck with that, AA. Sorry I didn't have better news on that one. And Lena is up, I think. Am I right? Yes. Oh, that's right. Spirit reading for love for the next 6 months. Got it. All right. All right. Is it still raining, Mr. O?
I'm going to take a peek. It seems like maybe, yeah, it's still raining. It seems like it's slowed down. It's not super heavy like it was.
That's good.
And the basement did not seem to yield a flood as of yet.
Yay! It won't, I think.
Oh, I sure hope not. I don't like it when it does.
All right. 6 months, love, life. See? Well, it's the Queen of Pentacles reversed. High Priestess is upright. Ooh. And this handsome King of Pentacles is upright.
The
Your coffin. Oh, I like this.
Okay, good, because you might have to help me with it.
Okay, well, I'll try to run through this. So, Lena, the Queen of Pentacles here is saying that, in whatever you're trying to get to happen in your love life in the next 6 months, it's important for you to pay attention to what you truly need and your own self-care here. In other words, make sure that as you venture out and look for somebody, that you're truly going to start relationships with people who aren't going to drain you, who aren't going to really make you feel less than what you deserve. Look out for yourself and your own interests here, I feel. And what?
I was going to say something.
Well, I thought you wanted me to go because you didn't know. Okay,
well,
go ahead.
You helped me out there.
I see,
So
with
I
one
think the
card.
idea of the Queen of Pentacles is also suggesting that you need to look for people who treat you the way you want to be treated, but you also have to treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you too.
Exactly.
And that sounds a little crazy, but the thing is sometimes when people get in relationships, they cater more to what they think the other person wants because they want to make sure the relationship stays solid, and they may be doing a disservice to themselves.
Now, with that being said, I feel here that in the next 6 months, definitely be selective, but I almost feel like you're going to intuitively know when this person comes into the picture that this person you definitely have some kind of deeper connection with. I think this person is somebody who is very grounded. very stable, maybe somewhat financially secure. I'm not going to say rich, but I feel they're financially secure in some way and settled in their life, and maybe in a career. And they are going to be a very good influence for you. They could be an earth sign because, of course, there's earth element here, energy. And I feel here that this could be the end of what you feel is a period of isolation. It's almost as if you feel your loneliness is coming to an end.
I think when you find them, this intuitive process, what you sense in them is that they're grounded and mature because they actually may be a little older than you, and it may not be a big difference to you, or they definitely are mature beyond their years. They act older than their years. And I think that will be part of the attraction. And I think it's like what Banshee wanted to say. This will sort of bring an end to the idea of loneliness or isolation to some degree. And this tower doesn't mean that so much as maybe referring to the institution of marriages or of the dating apparatus of sorts. This is saying that the idea of looking will come to an end, or the idea of being out there in that game or that process could come to an end.
And the point is, don't be afraid to date. Yeah. But the bottom line is, if you don't feel that deep connection, I really think this is going to be striking. Sometimes we get in a relationship and we think, well, maybe I'll learn to love them over time, But here, I think this is going to click, like this is a person that you really, feel is right for you. And so hold out, because I think something might be shifting and changing for you in the next 6 months. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck.
I like it.
And Tidal Wave Tarot was next and had a question about their finances for the upcoming week.
Okay.
I will use my Tarot of the Ancestral Path, which I occasionally use on my Wondrous Sunday Stories. There was one today. Those were on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. They're just a short oracle reading.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to do some explore. Twitter's been having all kinds of craziness. I'm still going to be on Twitter. Don't panic, anybody who follows us there. But I'm going to start looking at other platforms now more seriously and try to get on them as well. I really like what I do on Twitter, though. I like the way I can communicate there with others, the relationships I've established.
Oh, that's good, Violet.
But I'm also going to have to be prepared for if something goes bad there.
I see. Okay.
Oh, that's good, Violet. I'm glad to hear that.
So our first card for Tidal Wave is the Seven of Cups. And followed by the Moon, but reversed.
They're not going to shift that much, though, Violet. We're going to end up with some limits. And I don't think it'll ever go back to being what it was, which is really unfortunate. And I think for whatever reasons, I'm hearing all kinds of other reasons, and I'm going to keep an open mind on this.
And then the Eight of Wands upright.
The Eight of Wands upright?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to get that yet.
Okay, it's true. So Tidal Wave, this is about your finances for the next week. You may find yourself a little bit thinking that some of the choices you saw, that maybe there were like a number of choices and it was confusing or pulling you in different ways. But somehow one choice will sort of ring out of those choices. And it's probably the right choice. It may move you quickly towards something, Besides being a card of speed, the Wands is also about finances, things like that.
The Seven of Pentacles here.
Cups.
I'm sorry. I meant the Seven of Cups. That's exactly what I'm thinking. You have a lot of options before you, Tidal Wave, yet. Or you will. I think you will. And yet, you feel kind of maybe hesitant as to what you need to do. But I have a feeling clarity is coming. Clarity is coming.
Because you got a Stark. And it's lovely. We hope. Finances the next week.
Finances for the next week, yes. I know. So I says, you've got options here or choices coming to maybe improve things. Yet you feel like maybe hesitant to pursue them. But I think clarity is coming. And what this is saying, I believe, is embrace maybe making some changes, maybe starting something new. If you've been hesitating to bring something.
So that's about hesitating, not speed? It's the Eight of Wands.
Oh, God. I'm looking at staves and thinking of swords.
Oh.
All right.
Because that's what I said. I said
Yes. So that does put a different spin on things. Not totally, though. I feel here you still have lots of options or choices here. This Eight of Wands says you need to maybe move with more haste on it. Because, and maybe the reasons why will become clear as the week goes on. Is that what you said, totally?
No, I actually didn't say that.
Okay. And you need to commit to the potential of, making a choice here and doing something new. So in other words, out of these options here for growth or for increasing your financial well-being that may be present here, you got to make a choice, and you should go with, something I feel that may be new and different for you, actually. And the reasons behind that, I think, are going to become more clear as the week goes on.
Could be. I sort of feel like you're discovering something that will tell you need to just kind of pick up the speed and focus that way. One of these options will just, because the stork and
one of those options will lead to a new beginning. Is that where you were going?
Well, that's what I said
that
originally.
They will love?
It's actually what I did say originally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can go with that.
Already.
And now that I got mine right, I'm going to go with that. But sorry about that. Sorry about that misread of the card. I shouldn't focus on the Elon thing because I have my own ideas there. And I'm pretty committed to what I feel about it.
All right, Tarot.
And it's neither the time or place for it. But anyway. Okay.
Kara is up.
All right, Kara.
Ah, the Ancestral Path card. That's the ones I just used, but I guess I get to use them
Yeah,
again.
you could use them again. You like those,
Awesome.
huh? Yeah, there's a nice, what's the word? Cultural feel to these.
Right. They sort of represent, the ancient wisdom of 4 specific parts of the world. The British Arthurian part of the world, the Native American part of the world, the African part of the world, and also the Asian part of the world. So it's very nice. I like it.
I'm not buying conspiracy theories either. I'm listening to people who work in the field and have their own ideas about this. So, there is a lot of conspiracy theories out there. But I also know what's happening with the Google Cloud. I also know what's happening with some other things that Elon is dealing with. And like I said, hey, I'm willing to have that conversation some other time, but we're all entitled to our own opinion. We'll never truly know, corporate America being what it is.
Kara, the ancestors want you to take a road trip. Looks like it's to Stonehenge. I'm in. It's the Eight of Cups upright. And then there is Death upright. Wow. And then the Ace of Cups upright.
Well, this almost fits my reading. What do the ancestors want to tell? Did you do that in mine?
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, let's just do 3, because either way, I think it's what you want to hear, Kara. Wow. What powerful set of cards. But then look at this. And I have my feelings about this.
We're going to play Crack the Whip Around the Stonehenge.
Crack the Whip with Kara.
Crack the Whip with Kara. Oh.
Well, Kara, it's like this. It's truly like this. Your ancestors are wanting you to like make some radical changes, you know. Don't fear the unknown. Don't fear, you know, the dark or whatever. And I don't know why I'm saying that. I just feel they want you to make some radical changes and not be afraid to move higher now, to aim higher with your heart full of love and trust, you know, with love and trust. They're telling you, they're almost beating you over the head with this, literally. That's the way I'm looking at this whip here. It's like, hey, we're trying to get through to you that it is time for you to evolve. It's time for you to shed some old skin and to aim higher now with your life and your pursuits. Where, you know, and often this card has to do with spiritual pursuits, but it could also be other things, you know, whatever it is your dreams and goals are that you have just been putting off going after. It's time to make the moves and make the changes you need to make it happen.
Given the question and then the way the cards fell, I almost feel like this is saying the ancestors want you to take some sort of vision quest, dream journey. They want you to do something that is definitely a little bit more metaphysical than you're doing in terms of looking at that change, the fundamental change. And so you need, you know, you probably need to find somebody who can take you on this quest, a shaman, somebody experienced with that, or perhaps it is something you can do yourself. But that's what I think they're saying. And I agree with Banshee, but I think that really they're saying that this will bring you into a communion.
It'll bring you joy. It'll bring you ecstasy, you know, in a way. You're just going to feel so much more complete, you know, emotionally.
The communion could be with another person even, but it could also just be with your higher self or with the sense of what the ancestors are trying to bring to you.
Yeah, you know, I didn't, you know, Ace of Cups is always, you know, often about love and romance. I never look at the Eight of Cups as being that way, but it could be journeying to a deeper commitment, you know, with a love that suddenly happens, maybe a sudden invitation. I'm not going to rule that out. But, you know, for some reason, we're talking the ancestors here. And I never think the ancestors are here to say, hey, we're here to bring you more romance in your life. I just don't know.
Go to Stonehenge and meet your babe. That's what it's saying.
Well, okay,
maybe not.
Maybe. But I just feel it's something deeper than that, Kara. But, you know, I can't rule it out. I mean, I can't rule it out. I just think your ancestors are saying, hey, we're trying to tell you something here. And it's time for you to really radically alter your path and aim higher now for something. Because you are worthy of the love and joy, you know, that you seek. Let's put it that way. Right. So good luck with that. Wow, Mr. O and I were almost on the same page with this reading. Ooh, I'm impressed.
Let's get a group rate and go to Stonehenge.
Stonehenge in Texas, though?
No, not that one.
Britain. Yeah, Stonehenge in Britain. I don't know. I want to go to Ireland in the worst way. But not really. Not that bad. But I mean, I do feel more an affinity there than England itself or, you know, Wales. Or Scotland.
All right, what's up? Who's up? Mama T.
Mama T. Is Mama T up? Okay,
well, she was here.
She asked if she was going to live out of her car. Am I right about that?
Yes, that's what she asked.
Well...
Is it your cards? Or
how do we want to do this one? Do we really want to do a yes, no, or what?
Well,
that could be too stark. I want to throw 3 cards.
Right.
Have to, I'll do a yes, no. But...
all right, thank you.
the Hierophant upright. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And then we have the Ten of Cups upright.
Over in the Lenormand, the first one was the cross. And the second one was
You.
the lady, you.
Why am I not surprised? Okay. Well, you know, these cards sometimes they say a lot to me. I feel here that conditions might not be really totally to your liking, Mama T. So I would say this. I don't know if you're going to stay where you are now and you're unhappy there, or if you're going to move someplace else that is not totally ideal. But I don't think that's your car from what I see here. You know, with the Hierophant upright, it almost seems like maybe help will arrive or that you need to seek out help. Actually, I see two things with the Hierophant upright. I feel that either you will be getting some help from somebody with a lot of knowledge and ability to steer you in the right direction, or how do I want to say this? You need to establish more discipline, you know, in order to achieve what it is you truly want. The Hierophant can be about structure. The Hierophant can be about, you know, trying to set parameters for yourself in order to achieve what it is you really want. And finally, that last card again, could you refresh me?
Ten of Cups upright.
God, the Ten of Cups upright. I think here that ultimately, even though conditions may not be satisfactory, you would be much happier, you know, with this state of affairs, whatever's going to happen here. Another thing that I could get out of the Ten of Cups upright is maybe some family member is going to help you out. The Ten of Cups can be about family, and I almost wonder if maybe some of this advice or even the move might involve family in some way.
You know, bingo, Banshee, I think you were hitting my thoughts. I get the feeling, Mama T, that things maybe are going to stabilize for you in a way that either you didn't expect, or maybe a way that you were just hoping, but you didn't want to, you know, borrow trouble by talking about it. But I think it is that a connection of somebody helping you. Maybe it's not family per se. It might be connected to agencies that do help or something like that. I feel that strongly from the Hierophant. I think this is really saying an opportunity comes that gives you choices to make and maybe enforces a certain level of your compliance to something. So in other words, it's a structured situation that maybe helps you. Maybe it's a structured loan to pay off debt. Maybe it's a structured situation that gets you into a home situation. But I think that's what's going to happen. I think you will be happier once this finally happens. And I think that you mostly feel too that it does come really from a sense of not expecting it. So maybe a surprise of some sort that, you know, when you reach out to the right agency or resource, it happens.
I think here that with the Lenormand too, the Lenormand is talking about you, Mama T. You are so worried. You are so stressed with worry. And, you know, this worry is taking its toll. It's very clear. You know, the cross is a card of worry, sorrow, grief. And, you know, don't let it overwhelm you to the point that you don't think help is out there. Because looking at the Hierophant and looking at the Ten of Cups up right here, help is out there. We may not always get what we want in life. We may not always get where we want to be, but we may just get where we need to be. And I think that's that Nine of Pentacles reversed there. So, you know, any change that alleviates some of the stress or worries that you have been having would be good. And I do think that's where things are headed. I hope so. I really do. I wish you luck with that.
Good luck, Mama T.
All right.
Victoria is up.
Yes, it's Victoria. Yes, Violet, you can definitely ask that question. That'd work. Why not? Hey, and if he wants to kick me to the curb, kick us to the curb, that's fine. Mr. Uh-oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Well.
Is he warming up? Let's focus on that part of the question and see what we get.
As a yes or no? Or...
Let's 3-card it.
Okay. And I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses.
Because if he's not warming up, it may talk to other motivations. So let's try that. All right. You know, I didn't check in with my email, but did you see my reply, Violet? Hopefully you did. Well, sometimes it happens, but we'll just see. We'll see what comes out there.
That's a good question, Victoria. I know that some years ago, 20, 30, maybe longer, there was a private edition of a Dark Shadows Tarot, so it was unlicensed, and it was just somebody made maybe a limited number of sets. And I might have seen pictures of those. I think they were black and white photos from the show aligned to, those powers. I've always thought this would be a good idea.
Yeah, I know. And if anybody would know about that, it would be Mr. O.
Well, and tarot cards figured a lot in several of the storylines of Dark Shadows, so it does seem to be a good idea. Got to talk to the Dan Curtis estate, I guess.
What you got, Mr. O? I'm curious.
All right, Victoria, your first card is the Page of Wands. No, I'm sorry, that's the Page of Pentacles. They're holding a wand, so I thought they were...
Okay. I love that princess deck for that reason.
Yes, I know you do, but what am I? And the reversed World, almost looks like Judgment, but I guess it's the World, right?
21's the World.
And then the Ace of Wands upright. Wow.
Holy moly.
What do you got? Anchors away. Does he look good in a uniform? Rider.
Well, what do you think of the rider and the anchor together, Mr. O? Just curious.
Come here, but don't come too close.
I don't know. Look you've got the Page of Wands upright? Oh, Pentacles. It's Pentacles. Okay.
Yes. They're trying to fool us with the staff that they're holding, but...
It's kind of interesting to me. Is he really...
A former Marine.
Ah! That is funny. The Page of Pentacles, say the card in the middle again.
The World reversed.
Yes. He's a work in progress, I still say here. He's not ready to seal the deal yet, with any kind of move forward. But I think he is making overtures. I think that he is trying to stabilize kind of a communication and a connection with you. With that Page of Pentacles there, that grounding energy. And with the...
World reversed.
The World reversed, he's just not ready to complete... How do I want to say this? To complete the transaction, However, then you have...
He's starting to build the bridge.
The Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. I almost think
he is starting to build the bridge.
He is looking towards maybe a potential to make a move in some way, like extend an invitation, or he definitely wants to keep that door open. I think he's very optimistic about, a new beginning potential here. Now, with the rider and with the anchor, yeah, there's a dichotomy here. He loves his freedom. He loves his ability to travel and do what he wants. Yet there's a part of him that really does want to anchor and be grounded somewhere, stay somewhere a while. So that could be you. It could also be that maybe with the ace and the rider that there could be an invitation coming.
Well, I'm going to just go a little bit on that discordant side and suggest that although he may have been a Marine, he might be more like a sailor and he wants a lady in every port, Victoria. But I do sense a little bit of like ambiguity, like he sort of wants to settle down or have this thing, but he's not sure yet for some reason.
Right, it's kind of like, should he stay or should he go?
He's the one who needs the tarot reading.
So, I love it, on this question. Yeah, in a way it's true. So I think here, I know you're just giving him that room and that space.
Sure.
Also, in the process of doing that, make sure you're giving him a reason to stay. In other words, don't be so non-committal or ambivalent that he feels like, oh, I guess it doesn't matter if I stay or if I go. You know what I mean? But don't be the kind of person who's in pursuit either. It's a fine line I think you got to walk with Mr. Buckos here.
Yeah, I get the feeling like it's definitely a work in progress. And, this is almost like watching that one weird Gibson the cat thing about Married at First Sight or something. Like, to be continued, to be continued.
This seems like there's some movement here. There's some interest in, hey, maybe I should settle here for a while. So encourage that, nudge it. I would just say nudge it, but don't be too easy like, yes, I'm here and available and just waiting for your dumb butt to get moving. So, you know what I mean. Wow.
Okay, Banshee hates me, but when you said that, Victoria, about inviting him to the UFO CES, I had to look at the bottom card, and it was the reversed Queen of Cups.
See, why does he do that? Now it messed everything up.
Well, it probably did, because maybe that would be emotionally jarring to him. He might be more used to being the person doing the inviting. I'm not sure if he's that kind of personality. What do you think, Banshee? Anything? You'd rather not go there.
In a way, I wouldn't, but if you're thinking of inviting him, I would just do it this way, and rather than make it an outright invitation, to just remind him that you're going and that this is an event you thought he would be interested in, and how great it would be if you could see him there. Maybe to kind of wiggle it that way might be a little bit less like you're after him.
He probably is. I don't know if that means he's probably going to that.
Oh, it's a group thing.
I
Okay.
see.
Well,
who knows?
just remind him you're there, and it'd be nice if you could get together, maybe. It's not so much an invitation as it is just saying, hey, I'd look forward to seeing you there. That sort of thing. And see how
A
it
joke
goes.
about crayons, Violet? I don't know if I want to know that.
He's a tough nut to crack, I really think. And I don't know that he's playing you per se.
Yeah.
I think that he's just not certain. And
There's a bit of abstractness about him, too.
he really likes his freedom. And maybe it's just the fact he doesn't want to be tied down. And if he feels somebody is going to do that, he's going to back off. At least now. So,
That's what we
wow.
got.
But that's at least the most hopeful thing I've seen about Mr. Moneybags in a while. So, keep hope alive here.
Ah, that can't be good, Violet. Hopefully it's not one of those, how do you separate them from each other?
Okay, Libra Cusp is next. Hi, Libra. She wants to know, what hidden message do I need to know? Well, we could do my reading for that, I guess.
Okay.
Is it my deck?
Yes, it's your deck.
Let's choose you.
Mr. Direct Deposit. Can I give him my card number?
Yes.
Please give me a direct deposit. Just to remind everybody, we're back on Thursday from 7 to 9, and a day or so later will be my next edition of the Emotional Exchanges. It's
Emotional
the outlet.
outlet? Can I primal
The emotional
scream?
outhouse.
Can I primal scream on your show?
It's the emotional outhouse. Come and unleash.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, I don't know if that. Well, you know what? I'm trying to get more viewers. Maybe that's the way to go.
Lord. All right. Okay, so what is the message? What is the hidden message you need to know?
Six of Cups reversed.
Six of Cups reversed. So I'm wondering here, Libra, if what is hidden from you is the fact that there is something from your past, that may be blocking you emotionally from moving in a positive direction. Whether it is in romance or whether it is in some other area of your life, there is something that maybe was a not pleasant experience in some facet of your life that is having an impact still on your present circumstances. Sometimes we allow our past to rule our present. And, is it blocking you from showing, from giving your heart to somebody? Is it blocking you from pursuing truly dreams and goals that are worthy of you? Do you feel less than something because of something that has happened in your past? That's the hidden thing right now. We often don't see it for what it is.
The hidden thing could also concern the fact that maybe you're not totally comfortable with some of these feelings from the past, how they make you feel about relationships or situations, and that maybe you're just not really sure if these things come back again, that you have really processed them. Next card.
Okay, so why is this important? It's the Seven of Cups upright.
Oh.
It's affecting your ability to make moves and choices on the things you truly desire. It's muddling things. You're really not sure, what it is, that you should do. There are many options out there. It's just that you don't know what to do.
You may feel that most of these things have some sort of equivalence to each other, and that, you could actually despair of making a choice because you feel they're really all the same, but they're not.
It's possible also that the Six of Cups reversed is making you feel that all of these options, for better life or better love or whatever, are out of reach for you, which is wrong. We all deserve and we all can attain what we desire here. So where is this headed?
Ace of Wands, which we've been getting for different people. And it's upright.
That's good.
So the Ace of Wands is good. It's headed towards, some sort of resolution of those things and really forging something new. It may be involving friendships. It may be involving growth, networking, financial things, education.
What
even.
are the Lenormand again?
I didn't reveal them.
I want to see that before I recap what I think here.
First the clouds and then the fox.
So is this about employment? This could be about other areas, but it looks like employment or goals could be the key here. The clouds, though. Right. Okay, so what this is doing is, it's blocking. Okay, and the fox is about smart thinking as well. I have a feeling here that whatever this is that's haunting you from your past and is blocking you from seeing the fact that, you have options for good things in your life, you can receive them, but you feel maybe they're out of your reach. A new beginning is just waiting to happen. It's only waiting for you to clear your head. Clear your head and think more logically about this and not allow the past to dictate your present.
Some of this is about really using the actual cleverness you have, your abilities and skills that you have, to really see through what either blocks you emotionally or right. I mean, some of that is about illusions. You're right. And it's really feeling like you can get beyond how they impact on you emotionally, because that's where we started with this, is that the things that bother you emotionally that maybe you still haven't totally processed yet. You can do that, but you may have to rely more on your cleverness and also really to a sense of your own assertiveness, Libra, you know, the idea that you really can push forward.
That's what we have for you. It's
All right.
interesting reading. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Thank you, Sunlight. I appreciate that. I was just thinking that in my head,
Oh,
like, wow,
thank
we're
you.
just reading and reading here.
We're just plowing through this list trying to get to you,
Appreciate
Sunlight. We will. Angel Rivera, I think, is up. Am I right? No, it's May. May. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, it is May? Okay, yeah, because Divine's after May.
Oh, is Angel Rivera not getting a reading?
Angel did indicate that he was probably busy today, so he was just checking in.
Okay.
Yes, he did say that.
Okay, then.
Sorry.
Okay, May is up. Thanks, Violet. Sorry.
Thank you, Violet.
Scatterbrain here.
And did we get a question from May? We're waiting for May. And I have a feeling May may not be here, so let's blather on for a few minutes, and then we
Let's
can just
give May
go
a
to
few
Divine's
more minutes.
question.
That's okay. Do you
That's
have
fine,
any?
Divine.
Yes, let's talk about the show that you keep thinking should be later.
The one that I don't have a video for?
Yes.
Or is it this?
It'll be the fourth quarter moon. And
Just repeat that because nobody heard you.
Oh. Okay. Coming soon, a week from probably this Monday, I think, will be another episode of Where Does It Hurt?
It's not June 10th, but actually July 9th.
It's July 9th, yeah.
This is an old one here that I did have to be showing.
And Where Does It Hurt is all about trying to make it better. You know, we try to band-aid the pain. We try to make you feel better about maybe some things that aren't working out for you at this point in time and how to make it better, how to make it all better, how to turn that frown of yours upside down, as I like to say. So join us for that video, Where Does It Hurt? Is for the elemental signs of the zodiac, and we even add one for social world kind of issues at the end of that program. So
I don't
find
know.
out where it hurts there.
Life's a cow. Okay, I don't think May's with us, so we should probably move on to Divine's question, which was very interesting. I did see that there. Divine asks, I have not told about the trip, that means to her boss, will be taking a family leave and disclose it on Tuesday. How will this impact within the team? Will the outcome about the family leave come out as positive?
The family would disclose it on Tuesday. How will this impact within the team? Will the outcome about the family leave come out positive? So you asked for a family leave, but you did not get approved yet?
No, it hasn't been disclosed to the boss of the
Oh.
other team people.
Okay, I see. Okay. You will be taking
I have not
it.
told about the trip. I will be taking a family leave and disclose it on Tuesday.
Got
How
it.
will this impact?
So how will that go? Okay. Got it.
Yes, Sunny is always mooning us, so there is that. Hey, diddle diddle.
Oh, that's Sunny. And now he wants to control my arm again. You want my
Needs
arm
more
again?
cowbell.
I swear there are sometimes I'm at the computer and if I have to move my arm to type, he's been pulling it back lately. He's been pulling it back and leaning on my arm. Now he just wants to fight and wrestle. You just want to wrestle, don't you? You want to wrestle. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know the signs. I know the signs.
Ah, okay. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully that will happen too. If it wasn't, then that resolves your problem on Tuesday. You wouldn't have nothing to tell.
So we had a bit loud of music there with the ad?
Could be. And your point?
I don't know.
All right, so the first card is the Upright Knight of Pentacles. And that's followed by the reversed Four of Cups. And then followed by the Page of Wands upright.
This is all really good.
I
Here's
think so,
something
yeah.
else. Let's throw them all out there this time.
tree, and moon.
I can't see a single problem, Divine. You know, the Page of Pentacles indicates that I think the team will take it well.
No, that's the Knight of Pentacles.
Oh, the Knight. I meant the Knight. Gosh, and
Okay.
I see the horse right there. The mind, you know, it's really funny sometimes the mind just does not connect with the mouth, even though I try. So,
Shingles doesn't care.
so basically, I feel that things will be moving along smoothly. This should go well on all sides here, for you and for them. That Four of Cups is saying that, you know, this is an opportunity on, again, I'm going to look at both of you here. This is an opportunity on both ends, you know, right?
I almost wonder if maybe something you don't know is that maybe this move will actually be something interesting to the team or to the process in general. And they say, oh, this may actually help us because of reasons, whatever. You know, like maybe they need you to move there to do something.
Well, I don't know.
Or something.
I don't know about that, but I do think
It's
that, you
going to
know,
be well received.
that this could also be, wow.
Well, you grimaced first.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Actually, I
saw it.
grimaced for another reason.
Okay.
I'm sorry you took that wrong. It was actually something else. I'm
It
having a
seems
little bit
like
of pain in my
There's always the same grimaces I see from you.
At any rate, the opportunity here could be divine about this could actually make you be more appreciated by them. You know, you taking off, doing what you need to do. They're going to have to carry on without you. They may appreciate you more. And why? Because there's just so much going on here.
Well, I feel that the moon and the tree actually also enhance that idea too. That's the Page of Wands.
Why are we getting, this is so interesting to me that we are getting Pages and Ace of Wands in that position a lot. And I don't know what this means other than it just seems as though there's new beginnings or new things that could sprout out of this. It's very positive. I think what it's also saying, Divine, is your message will be received well.
Yeah.
It's going to be received well. And, you know, this is a growthful experience for both of you. This will end up being a growthful experience with the company. And it may also indicate to me that, you know, they really do value you there. And that, you know, you will establish maybe even stronger roots afterwards.
Right.
If this all makes sense.
I can't say why, but I do feel like somehow this will be thought of well, that this seems to be a choice that they would even want you to have. The choice of being able to go to India.
Well, you know, changes, so you might come back to a lot of changes happening as well. I think here, though, that every single card is indicating a positive thing happening here.
Totally.
And nothing but good stuff. So I think this is going to be well received. I think that new opportunities for growth are going to happen out of this, either for the company or for you. It's all good. So I'm
Very
glad you
nice.
asked, and hopefully we've put your mind at ease. But of course, you're going to have to tell us if we were full of beans, you know, or if this really did turn out okay.
And of course, 4 weeks from today, or actually at 3 a.m, we will be doing our late night broadcast specifically for people on the other side of the globe, the TFT at the witching hour. So that'll be at 3 a.m, our time here. So maybe we'll see you over there. Hop on because you'll be over there. Who knows?
Wow, I can't say any more. I think it's very positive. I wish you luck
I
with
think
that.
so too. Good luck.
Holy moly.
Keep in touch.
And so we're on Sherry. Sherry's question was messages from guides. Okay.
Thank you, Divine. Would love to hear that. Yep.
All right. Awesome. Message from guides. Do you want to do it my way?
Sure. Is that your deck? Because I did the last deck.
Why, yes, it can be.
You're welcome, Divine.
You are totally welcome. Hope it works out.
Are
just
you
as we
are you
said.
still with Chocolate? Will Chocolate be going with you, or are you gonna board Chocolate, the dog?
I know.
Okay. I want to know. Will Chocolate be okay?
Well, yes, I will leave Chocolate with a family. Okay. That's awesome. Chocolate will be taken care of.
Have a great trip. Hope everything works out perfectly for you.
Absolutely. Message from the guides, and there is the Two of Cups. Whatever could this mean? You know, I often think, could the guides really be talking to you and saying, well, you're about to be in a very wonderful relationship, or some connection that you make, whether it's friends, family, is going to prove very beneficial to you? Or are the guides saying, we're really with you right now. You may not feel us, but we are there. We are totally connected with you right now. Maybe that is the message that they want to impart with you. But I also feel this could indicate, that they are saying that, at this point in your life, there may be some connection that either deepens or maybe a new connection that comes into your life that may prove very beneficial. And they may be trying to tell you to open your heart to that idea.
I just waved Sunny's tail at you, Victoria. So I agree with that. I can't add a lot to that. I think that the message is that either of those two ideas or something else like that, that Spirit is basically saying, I am your honest partner. I want you to trust that the messages you receive from me are your intuition or are a part of me. Maybe it's your higher self, your guide.
And so why is that important? We have the Six of Pentacles reversed here. I think because maybe the guides are sensing that, you're feeling a bit of I don't want to say turbulence in your life. It's not quite like that, but a sense of feeling that something is lacking, that maybe you're giving more than you're receiving, that something is off, and they realize and recognize that, and they want you to know that they're here to try to help you achieve more balance and achieve and get what you deserve in this lifetime.
Well, it could strengthen the idea that maybe some other kind of relationship is coming to you, and they want you to be aware of that, that this will be something where you will be giving of yourself into this relationship, even if it is maybe a spiritual relationship. Now, of course, if you're already in a relationship, this means some other kind of situation maybe where there is someone who you will be able to trust and work with in some capacity.
Well, yes, on a practical level, if we're looking at it more practically in the mundane world, that maybe the guides are saying, to deepen a relationship or to have a relationship that you want, you have to be willing to give more, but don't give to the point of depleting yourself. Expect fairness. Expect and look for an equal give and take. Don't just, fall into something and give with no expectation of receiving something in return. And where is this heading?
So it is justice reversed.
It's almost like magnifying that.
Anticlimactic.
Because where things are heading is maybe you're going to be in a situation where you feel that you're being taken advantage of in some way. Whether some decisions go against you, whether it's at the workplace, for example, or, in a relationship of some sort. Maybe people are taking, advantage of your good nature, and you're depleting yourself, and your guides want you to ensure that you are taking care of you, you know?
Right. It's very clear that I think that this is evolving towards that, and that this is really going to be saying they're actually trying to prepare you for something that's happening that maybe is out of your hands on some level. You know, it may just be a kind of situation that you're just going to have to accept. Here's what the Lenormand shows us. The first one was the ship, which talks about a possible journey, if only in mind. And then the letter, which of course is about communications.
I don't think you ever have to accept anything. You know, you should never accept injustice or
True that.
unfairness. So I feel here what the guides, and maybe what Mr. O truly meant here, is that you have to accept the fact that this situation is coming towards you. I think that's what you meant.
Okay.
But the thing is that, you know, you don't have to accept it at face value. You need to find harmony. You know, it's interesting here. The Two of Cups is about harmony, and the Two of Cups is about balance. Twos are about balance, right? And both of these cards are talking about imbalance. And so there's got to be a way to achieve harmony here and stability. And I really feel here this is involving others in some way, whether this is a workplace situation or whether this is in a relationship. And if you're not in a relationship now, it could be one that's up and coming.
Are you possibly moving away and maybe ending certain friendships or relationships because of that? I'm wondering if maybe your guides are telling you that, you know, you will be able to find the right situation, but that maybe there is something that is removing you from situations. Maybe you're breaking up with somebody or something is going on and you are moving away from that. And I think maybe the guides ultimately are telling you to remember they're here with you to help you and to just kind of guide you along the way, but that this may be something you will have to deal with. I'm not saying you're going to accept it, but maybe you will have to, you know, move beyond in some form.
I think you are going to have to make a move away from whatever this is. And I almost feel here that you're going to get a clearer message about this, whether it is from your guides or whether it's literally in this mundane world. It's almost as if when I see the letter in this situation here, I almost feel like it's saying to me, the words popped into my head saying, the writing is on the wall. Ooh. And if you're familiar with what that phrase means, it's saying that you're going to realize here, all right, if I'm going to be treated unfairly, if I'm not going to get what I deserve out of this particular situation, it's time for me to move on. That's kind of the way I feel about that. So, good luck with that. Sure. I hope this made sense. This was kind of a strange one, Sherry.
Yeah, it was a little hard to kind of put together.
But as hard as it was, Mr. O, as hard as it was, Mr. O, just look at these three cards. Harmony, you know, this idea of harmonizing, this idea of inequity and give and take here, this idea of unfairness or not a balance of justice. There's just there's like a pattern here. Mm-hmm. And so I think you have to think about all of this and what it could mean for you. I think it'll become clear, though, because the writing will be on the wall, literally. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
I don't know. I think that's one of the wildest card pulls we've had today.
Yeah.
And there have been some wild ones here.
So Sunlight's question.
Well, Sunlight, we're on you now after all this excitement.
Is there any chance of meeting with their friend in any reunion?
All right. Is there any reunion? That'd be your deck?
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm going to use my Legend Arthurian Tarot again.
And how do you want to do that one?
Let's just do three cards.
All right. Oh, we just started into overtime. All right. You're not doing too bad today here.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we're literally at the end. Thank goodness, eh? I'm a little peaked. I admit it.
Uh-oh.
Appreciate everybody's kind thoughts today. All right.
I drew 3 Lenormand and I didn't know which one to put
I
back.
see. Okay, so here we go again. 5 of Swords, upright. Followed by the 10 of Wands reversed, which is kind of interesting. And then followed by the Queen of Swords reversed.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I love this deck. It's been a little challenge to read it, Victoria, but I do like it.
Oh, you ask her about... Can I ask her current intentions towards me? Well, we'll see if that comes up here. I think it could. Right there. I don't want to touch the Lenormand yet. I think we need to look at this. I'm sorry.
So 5 of Swords and 10 of Wands reversed. Kind of interesting. Because what I feel is that maybe there isn't really much of a chance of a reunion. There may be issues of strife or something going on there. And maybe not having the reunion would actually release certain burdens or release certain obligations. Maybe. I sort of get that from that card. But then with the Queen of Swords too, maybe the decision lies with just one of you, and it may be regardless interpreted as a harsh decision, but the person who is doing this deciding knows they can rationalize or justify this decision to themselves.
Well, that's really good, Mr. O. I feel here the 5 of Swords is just a disappointing card. Now, if you guys had a major blowout, an argument, it could be relating to the past. It could also be relating to the fact that Sunlight, that somebody in this relationship, whether it's you or them, are having a real hard time getting over something. They're carrying this torch on something. And that really is the problem. That really needs to ease if there's going to be any progress. But I also feel here, you're asking about her intentions, and this could be her, that she's really got a bitterness about this. There are some bitter feelings that she can't let go of, and it could be driving the problem here, that she's unwilling to, have a reconciliation. But then I pulled these.
The Crossroads, the Tower, and the Fox, which I'll put there.
And this is kind of harder for me. What did I give you first?
Crossroads,
And then the Tower. Okay, so that's not really in the middle. This, I just want, because it's really important with the way I read them. Thank you.
Okay.
That's okay. Because I think here, what I'm thinking here is they think they've been at a crossroads about this, though, I feel. They're not certain of which way they really want to move forward, but I feel this is a key. They feel right now remaining isolated from you may be the smarter way for them to go right now. I think this isolation is the key, and they feel like this is the smarter tactic right now. And way to go is not to reconcile at the moment.
I agree with these ideas, but I feel that the ideas about the fox being a clever person, but also maybe colloquially somebody who has a vivaciousness of sorts, says that they don't totally not want to get together again, but it's not really in their mind right now. Maybe they don't feel it's in their interest. So I do feel that this may linger on, and that maybe the situation won't resolve quicker. It may just sort of linger there with a possibility that maybe things can change.
I'm not going to rule out that things can change, but right now I really feel this person is drawing a kind of hard line here. And they're just feeling like, remaining away might be their best option. But you know what? The crossroad is about direction. And I'm almost wondering if it's just saying, maybe they're still keeping a foot in the door, but they're not willing to open that door yet. You know?
Yeah. So we can't say yes or no necessarily right at this time. It's a snapshot.
I could say it's most definitely leaning towards no.
Okay.
I can, with those 3 cards.
Okay. Sure.
But I have to say that doesn't mean it's no forever. Let's say that.
Okay.
So maybe let this go for a little while longer. You know, people have to come around on their own sometimes. I mean, at some point, it's okay to throw something out there and say, look it, I'm really wanting to see if we can resolve this. I don't know how you feel. Can you let me know? But I'm not sure it's the right time right now for that. So I wish you luck with that, Sunlight. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Sunlight. Hope to see you again. So are you guys talking about this deck, the Legend Arthurian Tarot deck? I do like it. It's taken me a while to get more used to it. But you both have that one? Is that what I'm hearing here?
Yes. Yes, that deck.
I like it. I should use it more often because I do kind of like the Arthurian stuff. I'm not necessarily Celtic per se, but I definitely like Arthurian stuff.
I am drawn to some of the Celtic mythos. I have an incredible tool from Caitlin Matthews called the Celtic Book of the Dead, and it's like it's a journey to the other worlds, and that book has always, and those cards have always been a fascination of mine. And also, she has an incredible rite in the back of it. It's not so much a rite, it's a journey for people who are on their final journey in life. And it's for people to come to terms with their death and their passing. And you know, I've got cancer. I have to face these things. And I've been really thinking a lot about that deck lately and bringing it out again for my own personal journey. So, yeah, I'm very drawn, but I'm not that drawn to that deck.
I like
the funny thing.
Well, we are, and I like the delicate drawings. I like that line quality. It's very delicate. And you know what, Victoria? I'll just loan you my old vinyl LP by Rick Wakeman, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And if you listen to that, that should get you that degree.
Yeah. Caitlin Matthews is full of, incredible history and lore, and that journey, I read that book cover to cover that went with those cards, and I still feel like I really haven't totally grokked everything, but it totally fascinated me and swept me into these other worlds that I really wasn't all that familiar with.
Let's get on with Flower Beauty's question.
Hey, Flower Beauty. Sorry we're waxing Mr. O's getting me back on track here, but...
Okay. What steps should you take to get more clients? And you sort of add the idea that either or, better paying job, what's suited for you. So I get that. All right. So you're going to pick a deck?
I am. What was that question again?
Getting better paid clients or maybe finding a better paying job. What steps should I take that will get me more clients? That was the first question. Then Flower Beauty reiterates, yes, more well-paying clients or a better paying job that's suited for them. So we'll see what the cards show us. I need to get a drink of water, so I'm going to move up. The rain has stopped, and hopefully our basement did not flood.
Boy, I have to bring that Celtic Book of the Dead. The box is falling apart on it, sadly. I don't even know if there's a new version of that one. There may not be.
I'm back. Hi, Flower.
Well, it's the Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Devil reverse, that's good. Ooh, and the Three of Pentacles upright. Let's see what Mr. O pulls here.
Clover, which is interesting. Oh, and the moon. Huh.
Ah.
I know.
But which way are we taking this now? Getting better clients or a new journey? I think luck is on your side right now.
Yeah, I know, with those
you know,
two
it
there.
seems like if you're not experiencing that right now, Flower Beauty, that things have not been. Things are about to change in the realm of job, employment, work. It's almost as if things are going to suddenly open up for you. This could mean more clients. This could be a way that suddenly things are going to part and things are going to happen.
Maybe either of these two options will happen. Either somehow, steps will be taken for clients, or maybe some other job shows up for you.
I also think if you're really looking for another job, it's almost as if maybe the right thing is going to come to you at the right time. Isla and Armand are very, very positive here. This has got a little bit of a mixed bag. It almost makes me wonder if you do have to take the other approach instead of trying to get new clients. If this hasn't been working for you, what is that again? That's the
Ten of Pentacles.
The Ten of Pentacles. If it seems like your present financial conditions just are not working for you, or the present way that you're going about your business is not working for you, it's time to liberate yourself and free you from, this struggle. Maybe you feel like you're struggling too much, that you're trapped by this, and now is the time to release yourself from its hold.
Well, your basic question is you're looking for possible steps that we might be able to see here, and sometimes we don't always get something exactly that clear.
Well, that's a step.
But I look at the Three of Pentacles, and I think that this could be saying that there may be some sense of comrades or mentors or environment around you that maybe can advise you or give you tips or tell you some of those things that are pertinent to the idea of attracting more clients, or the other way, tips on where you really might find yourself more profitably employed. So I think you should rely on networks to some degree for steps in getting somewhere.
So I think what I'm going to do here, because you wanted to know the options of both, and I'm going to look at all these cards in relation to both. And I know I didn't tackle that one yet. But I feel here that in your present situation of attracting more clients, this is saying maybe some things just aren't gelling there. You're not able to make this get off the ground and work long term. Maybe you can find some things that could be fixes for you, here. Maybe it's an idea of getting, forging more alliances and finding more, maybe even a collaboration of some sort that might help you and, free yourself from the struggle you're having. Or maybe it's time for you, this is where I'm heading in a way, but I don't want to tell you which way exactly to go, is that if this isn't working for you, it's time to let it go. It's time to liberate yourself from feeling this obsession of trying to make something work that isn't happening. And you need to seek out a better place. Maybe it is working with others, a better environment where you're working with others, you're working on a common goal, you're working on a common interest, or also a better environment where your talents will be more appreciated. And either way, it looks as though something positive could develop for you here. Luck is on your side, but it's going to just happen. It may just happen out of the blue.
Right. I don't want to tell you what to do either, but I feel in terms of steps, I feel like Banshee's onto something here. The idea that maybe this feedback you are getting is saying it's not going to develop, or at least at this time. And maybe what the Devil reverse says here too is that you were clinging to this idea because either you've been told it works for others, or you see that, or you feel that, but you will have to kind of suspend that belief or suspend that disbelief that it really can happen, and sort of free yourself to do something different. You might be able to still keep some tethers there, but it does seem like maybe this is saying your best steps are maybe looking beyond that. And maybe, like I said, that comes in with collaborations, networks, things like that. I do feel this immense amount of luck for you if you decide to move somehow differently, because I think that's what the cards are saying, is that maybe more or less it's time to find something different.
That devil is key to me. There's something here
Okay.
that you're clearly struggled or tied to, and it may be holding you back in some way. So if you really feel you're attached to doing what you're doing now, and you're not understanding why you're not attracting more clients, you have to look at how you can make yourself stand out above others who are doing the same thing. So it may be more of a struggle for you to do that than maybe going with a new path. I don't know.
Right. I mean, the other idea here could be saying that, you need to freshen up some of your ideology about these collaborations or these client things here, because maybe you're just holding on to old ideas, and maybe you need to find new influences either from collaborations or other things to help you with that.
Well, I hope this helped you. But I do think here something is up. There is some shift that is going to happen.
Count on the luck more than anything, I think.
So you know what? I would say this. Why limit yourself? In other words, maybe you should pursue a new path, pursue something new, while at the same time trying to gin up more clients and whatnot. Free your mind from being stuck on one or the other, too. Maybe that's what this is about. And maybe something is going to open up for you. I really think it's a matter of time.
Sometimes the devil is a metaphor for codependency, and so when it's reversed, it's sort of saying, like, I figure out what pulls my strings, and this could be how you relate to having a client load or having other work to do, is that there's a dependency on those ideas, and once you can free yourself from that mental construct, maybe that opens you up to be more creative, to find more creative solutions.
So the moral of the story is, to me, don't put all your eggs in one basket at this time. In other words, pursue both angles. And I think luck is going to guide, where you're going to end up, So good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Hey, Victoria, tell me more about that.
Yeah, let's chat. Well, we got Violet Lotus's reading.
I know, but
to
is
do
that
too.
like about because it's in a particular sign? What sign is that node or midheaven?
Well, while you're talking, Victoria, I also want to say I love my Healing Light Tarot. I also have the Healing Light Lenormand, and we use the Healing Light Tarot right now as part of our Your Weird Week reading, which is why you aren't seeing it on the show as much, because I'm using it pretty much there exclusively now.
I appreciate the kind words, Flower Beauty. I wasn't sure if I was insightful as, I could have been. I just sort of went with what I saw there. But I wanted to keep it in the framework of, some sort of steps you could take or something you can look out for. So thank you.
All right, Violet Lotus, we know your question.
Where was I
So
18 years ago?
what deck do we have? Do you want to use the Arthurian for Violet?
Yes.
We used my deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So, the Uncle Alan's take on the reading that we did for her. Okay.
2005, we were getting settled in this house. We had moved in late 2004.
Yeah, it was like our first full year here.
Yeah.
And because we moved in here in November of 2004. It was a major shift for us, and everything was happy joy. We were buying new furniture. Boy, I hope that means that good times are ahead.
You mean there's a different one, Violet? You're so welcome, Flower Beauty. It's nice to have you here. Thank you for coming.
We're glad we could fit you in.
Well, moving here was a way of finding ourselves again, because we had lived in Detroit or Hamtramck our entire
Forever.
lives, over 50 years basically, or about that. So it was really a reinvention of ourselves too. And then, of course, the actual reasons we moved down here slowly imploded over the next 5 or more years.
Yeah, we had a real community down here. We were a part of Mystical, Magical, and a lot of things just kind of imploded or broke up in time, and people moved away, and here we still are. But we love it here. We do like it here.
We like it here.
I just think it's going to be a bit too much for me going forward with my illness, and we may have to make some changes. We may stay in this area, but we may have to move. We're not sure.
Oh, so your first card, Violet, and you asked about what would Uncle Alan think about the reading that we did for you. Thanks for putting us on the spot with Uncle Alan. What is Uncle Alan's take on the reading?
It's reversed.
And my first card is the Emperor reversed. It says Arthur. Arthur, any more at home like you? And then the next one is Arthur's Dream, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And then it's followed by the Ten of Cups. So that's kind of interesting, I think. Stork, baby. And the House.
Oh.
Okay, I'll let you start, eh?
Well, if this was a general reading, I would say you're moving.
I know, that's what I wanted to say.
But this is about Uncle Alan and what he thought of the reading. Well, that's a toughie for me. I feel like he feels here that, that maybe...
He doesn't want to run your life. He wants you to run your life.
Oh, maybe he doesn't want anyone to run your life, including us, That could be.
I'm not saying that.
I am big enough to say that. He might be saying here that, maybe the reading itself pinpointed areas that you need to get more control over. That's what I'm thinking this card means.
Oh.
It's not really a question about was the reading good, was the reading bad, but what does Uncle Alan think this reading adds to the mix? And he also feels that this could be a turning point for you. This could indicate, that the wheel is shifting in a more positive direction for you as you explore things more and have more things come to light. Hey, whether the reading was on point or not, you certainly can derive your own feelings from it. And that's what Uncle Alan is saying, that this may turn some wheels for you here in a more positive direction. And it may also help you, come to terms with what it was you're looking for. A sense of belonging somewhere, a sense of a tribe, a sense of a family, that's bigger than maybe the family that you have. But also, maybe, because remember, this came up in our reading as well, Violet, this idea that maybe you're meant to appreciate the connections that you already have more deeply. And here, with the home card, I almost see that too, that there's safety and security here and a new beginning with where you've already established yourself.
Uncle Alan is probably totally down with this reading and maybe feels that, the reading was supposed to, amongst other things, show some of the hidden things that you don't always understand about yourself, or that maybe you should try to understand better about yourself. You have love. You have unconditional love and support, even if you don't have exactly in the way you think you do or anything along that line. And so it really is saying, I think he was pretty okay with this. I think he's saying really that
I got another thing.
The future is the open book for you, the Wheel of Fortune, and you can move beyond, those other concerns from before.
Speaking of muddying the waters, I've got another thing here. Maybe Uncle Alan is telling you He wants you to stop trying to control the whims of fate here and the direction that your life is going in.
'Cause you'll
We
be
can't
happier.
totally control everything. And you can achieve this happiness, but you might have to step outside of this comfort zone a little bit and take some wings and fly. Maybe take a chance in a new direction, in establishing some new relationships, and finding that family that you seek. Dun dun dun.
Dang.
So there's that. I don't know. That just popped into my head while he was blah blahing there. I let him blah blah, and then I think.
That's usually how it goes.
So that's what we have for you. I hope you found that interesting.
And that means we are done.
That means we're done. Wow, such interesting conversations today. Even Elon, I don't care. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion about what's going on with crazy Twitter. Just know that I will be there for a while. I'm not giving up. I am a patient person, and I'm in it for my own interest.
It's that Capricorn moon.
I'm in it for my own interest. So, when it wears on me, I'll leave. But the thing is that...
Bye, Angel.
Hey, take care, Angel. Have a good appointment. Also, all about the Celtic stuff, it's rekindling my interest in Ireland and Irish lore for some reason. But it brought up the Book of the Dead again to me, and I really loved my journeys into the other world with that. And there is a divinatory quality to those cards as well. So I am thinking about working with that more. I have to bring them out again. So thanks for all the interesting conversation. Thanks for the interesting questions. Thanks for just an all-around good day.
Violet, I forgot that. You have a Capricorn moon also? Because that's all three of us. We have a Capricorn moon. That's awesome.
There are limits, Angel, but I don't know. I'm a tolerant person, and like I said, so long as it meets my needs, and so long as I can still have some great relationships out there and commiserate, but once it starts getting crazy and most people decide to bail, I'll probably
So
have
that's
to bail
why we
too.
don't get along.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Leo moon. Holy moly.
Oh!
Leo Cancer cusp, yes. There are people like, God, somebody was going to answer my question on Llewellyn, but it got cut off because they were into overtime, about cusps. Ivo Dominguez, who I have a lot of respect for, he doesn't believe in cusps. And so when I was bringing up my Aries-Taurus cusp, he was going to say something relating to me being at the end of the Aries deccan like I am, but am so close to when the sun turned into Taurus, but he didn't get there. So I'm left hanging on that one. But I still believe Taurus has a real big influence on me just because of where my birthday falls. So, yeah.
All right.
All right, people. We got to cut it off. We got to get going with other things. But as always, we enjoy talking to you. Well, I always thought, but people always come looking for readings, that maybe we should just have a live show where we just chat it up with people, Maybe that'll happen someday. I have Tarot Talks, which is kind of an open Zoom meeting, but but related to tarot, maybe we'll just have to do something like that sometimes.
Thanks, Victoria. Thank you, everyone.
Take care, everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.